And if you're not producing, then it's like something's wrong with you. I feel like we're just so we're so divorced from our natural ways of being. I'm starting off my YouTube channel being vulnerable. I am a new mother. It's been about 18 months so far. I've always wanted to be a mother. I love it, but it's incredibly challenging. I feel like I'm in a place in my life right now where the things that I value the most, I do not have, unfortunately. It doesn't always have to do with monetary gain, but that's a part of it, because in this society, in the United States, if you have money, if you have an exorbitant amount of money, or if you're well off, you can afford certain luxuries, things that aren't considered luxuries in other countries, like having community around you, having help, having people to help you, just navigate life and raise your children. That's one of the things I value most, community. And I don't have it. And I feel like it just makes motherhood so much harder, because I don't have anyone to tell me like, oh yeah, like you should do this or do this. It's like I have to Google everything. And I feel like it has to do with the what is that word? Like commoditization of everything in the United States. We have to pay for everything. If you want someone to watch your child, it's like, so everyone works a full-time job. People work multiple jobs. And if not, then I don't know how you're surviving, unless you're extremely wealthy. But it's like everyone works a job. Everyone works so many hours a week, so many hours in a day. Our health is declining, and we don't have a sense of community because we can't see anyone, because we're always working. And it's like, if you want those things, if you want help and a sense of community, you can pay for it. It can be bought. But again, you have to have a certain amount of money, a certain amount of financial well-being to be able to do that. And that is incredibly difficult, depending on where you live or depending on your job and your finances. Everyone has bills. We have so many bills, so many bills. So I just don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm at a job, my job pays well, but I don't have time. I don't have time, to be with my daughter the way that I want to. Okay, we have Saturday and Sunday, but it's like you have to use Saturday and Sunday to catch up on the things that you weren't able to do during the week. For me personally, it's hard to see my friends because we live in LA. We live in various parts of LA, and depending on where they live, it can be up to like a 1.5 hour drive. So I don't get to see my friends. Same thing with family. I have family dispersed in LA and throughout the United States. Can't see them, So it's just like the natural way of things is disturbed. And I feel like it's wearing on my own mental health, because I have a child, which is one of the most beautiful things and one of the most difficult things, because I don't have help. I don't really have a community. And that makes it challenging. I'm getting on here to talk about this because I feel like this will resonate with other people. I know I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. So it's like I have these dreams of, I want to become incredibly wealthy so that I can afford to have time, time to do my own passions, time to create art, time to spend with my daughter, and, Lord willing, if I have more children in the future. I just want to live a comfortable life. But right now I'm deeply uncomfortable and deeply unsettled with the fact that I don't have community around me, and I feel like my life is incredibly lonely. I just turned 30, thank God for that. But I'm just taking note of these things, and, some of these things are really wearing on me. And again, I know I'm not the only one, so that's why I'm on here to talk about these things. So if anyone has advice, like, what are you guys doing to find community, to create a sense of well-being when things are so challenging? I feel like I'm struggling at work, struggling at home too. It's like, it's like something's got to give. And to me, it's just a real testament of like the failure of this country. because everything is a product. It's like us ourselves, we're products. We're meant to be productive, and we're meant to generate income for someone. And it's like that's our sole purpose, because this country is a corporation essentially. And if you're not producing, then it's like something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. I feel like we're just so we're so divorced from our natural ways of being. Yeah. And I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I really don't. I don't feel like I need to be constantly producing, especially at my current job. I don't feel that pressure. No. I mean, it's incredibly stressful because I feel like that demand is there, and I'm at the job right now, but just like for my own self, I just have different priorities. So I'm starting my YouTube channel. I do so many things I'm passionate about, and I'm going to share them on this channel. And in the future, I'll be monetized. I'm saying that now because I believe it. And hopefully this will be my way of making enough money to live off of and be comfortable, so that I can spend time with my daughter and pursue my other passions. I'm an artist at heart. And I'm an artist who hasn't created art in a while because of just like the demands of life. It's just hard. It's hard. Again, I love being a mom, but in this society, it's so challenging. I'd rather live in a country where, where I don't have, or how do I say this? I'd rather live in a country where I'm not seen as a product, and where it's okay for me to just be me and exist. I'd rather live in a country with less luxuries, supposed luxuries, and where I hand wash my clothes, dry them. I get to cook food every day, watch my baby, eat good, and have community around me, have people to enjoy and live life with. I feel like I'm deeply missing that right now. It's like I get it in short spurts when I go and visit a family member, if I drive like an hour and a half, 2 hours, or, a couple times out of the year when I do go travel, fly to see someone, see a family member. But that's few and far between these days, and it's like, I don't know. It's just different when you have like family and friends around you to help you out and just really live life with. I don't have people that like casually just come over to my house. And that's something I would love. Like, I want to be that person. I want to be that neighbor that's like, hey, I'm having a barbecue. Like, come by. And I don't have anyone like that. I don't have very many close friends. Yeah. Something's got to give. I feel like I'm just now recovering from postpartum depression, so I'm starting to get back into shape, starting to feel a little bit more like my new self. So that's good. But there's still like something in my heart is just deeply, deeply missing. I'm definitely turning to the Word of God, and reading my Bible more. I feel like that's very important now. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, you guys just keep up with my channel. I'm going to be doing so many different things. I'm going to be doing like little tours around LA, going to cute coffee shops and things like that. And I'm going to record it. I'm so excited to just like get out there again and live life, despite all these challenges and struggles of loneliness and depression, if we're being real. I'm so excited. I'm optimistic. Like I feel like life is beautiful and it's to be lived, and that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah.